Hi guys, Mark Devo. Welcome to this channel. Welcome to A Conscious Time, and welcome to this video on judgment will deplete your energy. I've said in brackets, resistance, judgment, and resistance are very closely linked, and this is partly based on David R. Hawkins, which I've made reference to before in some of my videos, so check those out. Letting Go. So David R. Hawkins wrote an incredible book called Letting Go, The Pathway to Surrender. So it's based on that, but also based on my experiences, and we're going to bridge that on how judgment will deplete your energy. And a little bit of background for this channel is it's quite poignant because we navigate, or this channel is all about navigating this world through the eyes of non-judgmentalism. So those are the most pivotal changes in my life that I share, and my experiences with, bridged with all the resources and knowledge and once again experience. You cannot take that away, and whatever resonates with you is true at this point in time. Awareness is unlimited and ever expanding. So tomorrow you'll be hopefully that much more aware, and that will change your perception. So this world is based on perception, and this is a channel, and we navigate this world as well. Bridging spirituality with pragmaticism. So we can do, it's more high level. You can corroborate a lot of what I say from different resources. I draw a lot of my learnings with a lot of resources that I'm not going to delve into right now. Again, you can check my other videos where I get my experiences and my knowledge base from. But again, go out, experience. Once you experience, you can take my word from it then that you can experience that, and you can corroborate with all those other things. Okay, so let's jump into it. So just repeat, this is judgment will deplete your energy. This is sparked by a further enlightenment, for lack of a better word, awakening that seems to be loosely thrown around nowadays, and then obviously bridging with David R. Hawkins' book, The Pathway, or Letting Go, The Pathway to Surrender, which is an incredible book. So please do check that out. So it was basically, I was having a conversation with my wife. This was after a busy week. Your mind is racing. There's a lot of thoughts going on. You could call it stress. It was a healthy stress. It was good stress, but the mind was racing a lot. And then when I come to the weekend, I'm trying to wind down, and I'm trying to find that peace. And then everything is going on. You've got your wife and your child. As much as I love them, and you're trying to find that peace and that space, and now you're creating resistance. You want your house to now you want to clean your house, you want to do all sorts of things. There's dogs going on. There's just every day. I'm sure you can understand, and what's the word I'm looking for? Understand what I'm talking about. When you've got a full life and you're just trying to find that peace, it creates that resistance. And it was just pivotal because I realized when I was on that Saturday morning. I've had this awareness before, but this was a very vivid realization of I was judging what my wife was saying constantly, and I just realized how myself and how we all just judge constantly. And when you become aware, so this is going to be based on a level of awareness. You have to become aware, and this is non-judgmental and a bird's eye view. So looking at yourself, looking at how you're navigating this world with compassion. So don't judge yourself now. And I realized I was judging her every word, her tone, what she's saying, and that because it's not fitting within my status quo right now. I just woken up, I'm looking for coffee, etc., etc. You can probably draw same similarities in different circumstances. We do this in the work environment. We do this at home. We do this constantly. When you become aware, you'll see how constant it is. And it's just judgmental all the time. I'm judging, and through that judging, I'm resisting. I'm not allowing something to happen. Let's say my wife again. I'm not allowing her to just express herself. And this is maybe more of a man's perspective, because a man is also trying to analyze what someone is saying, whereas a woman, so I'm throwing all different concepts out there. A lot of women, generalizing, want to just talk and be heard. Okay, so a man is trying to analyze and find an answer, a solution. So that's one side note. But again, It's that resistance and judgment. You know, the dog would walk in, or your child would say something, and you're resisting that, and you're judging that. So, and you're judging it from a limited point of view. You're not allowing life to flow. You are trying to control everything else. You're not controlling your peace within. You have judged the situation as, does it fit in with you, or does it not fit in with you? Through that judgment, you now are creating resistance, and through that resistance, it's depleting your energy. So if you have to take anything to the extreme, if you are constantly doing that, you are going to be literally creating a living hell, as it were, for yourself on earth, if you take that to the extreme. Because now you're going to be judging everything through an unlimited or through a limited viewpoint of awareness, and you are going to create resistance. So you could do this in the work environment. Maybe it's a boss, it's a colleague, maybe it's a friend, whatever the case may be. If you are listening to tones, if you are listening to things that people are saying with judgment, then because you may be trying to defend your ego, or you are trying to give the right answer, whatever the case may be, you are creating a resistance, and that resistance is coming back to you. So let me just look over here quickly. So judgment linked to resistance, I've checked that. Ultimately, and a good point here is, ultimately you're judging yourself, because this world is a projection of is you, and Neville Goddard will talk about this. So check Neville Goddard's work out there by Josiah Brandt. This world is you pushed outwards. You probably heard this on the spiritual realms, and on a bit of a esoteric, we could say esoteric. You know, everything is a mirror. Life is a mirror, and that's exactly what it means. So if you ultimately are judging yourself. Well, and when you're judging yourself, now you are projecting it out into the world. So everything actually sits with you. If you can get yourself right, everything else will be right. So ultimately, if you're judging your wife, your colleague, your this, your that, your child, whatever the case may be, you've actually judged yourself. That's a very deep level, so I'm not going to go too deep there. You've actually judged yourself first, and now you're projecting it outwards. That's why compassion, navigating this world through the eyes of awareness, and dropping doubt, guilt, and non-judgmentalness, or non-judgmentalism, is going to be a key. Okay, and you can quantify these things. I mentioned before, you know, don't take my word from it. Go out there, firstly experience this for yourself, and then go corroborate it. You can quantify this through different scientific realms. I remember reading books ages ago about how hormones are released depending on different emotions that you are giving off. So there's probably tons of work out there scientifically. For those people that are looking for scientific corroboration, you can find that. David R. Hawkins, in his book Letting Go: The Pathway to Surrender, talks about kinesiology and muscle testing. So through that, depending on your emotions, either going to strengthen your body and your system and your meridians and that, or it's going to weaken you. So again, if you take that to the extreme, if you're judging, that's a negative attribute or negative emotion, your resistance, and it's going to be depleting your energy. So after a long day, a long week, if you're constantly doing this, and if you're not aware, most of us are doing this all the time, you're judging every single thing that is coming into your life, as opposed to allowing it to flow. It doesn't mean being passive and sitting back and just, you know, getting kicked in the butt or kicked in the head, or, you know, for lack of better terminology, but it's allowing things to unfold, and through that you can still find your strength. You say no, yes, etc., but you're not judging, you're not resisting, because again, I've said this in other videos, what you resist persists. Okay, I'll keep on track there. Okay, so some applications would be not to judge yourself when you catch yourself judging. Feel through your body. I mentioned this in my video before. Through body scan, you can feel your body, because your body ultimately is a tool for communication. This is from A Course in Miracles. So I've mentioned this in a few of my videos. Your body is ultimately a vehicle for communication. You're communicating to others subconsciously. People are picking that up all the time, but your body's also communicating to you. So if you're feeling emotional, you can feel it in your different ligaments and back, and that when I'm stressed, or I can feel it in my back. That's just one side. That's just one aspect. When you become more aware, you can start feeling vibrational, etc. So it's a key to pay attention to your body, because your body is now telling you, where if you're feeling uncomfortable and a very high energy, it's not peaceful, then there's something to look into. Become aware of that. Allow, like David R. Hawkins talks about, allow those feelings to just come up and not judge them and let them dissipate. Because if you start over-analyzing, there's too many thoughts behind the feeling. Just let that feeling come up. That's the part of letting go. Don't judge. Now, when you catch yourself judging, don't judge yourself harshly that you are now judging. Be kind to yourself through the eyes of awareness, through non-judgmentalism. Navigate this world with kindness, and then you will start pivoting and be able to find the harmony. And now you will find more energy, and this energy is going to be help you to change things in your life. So these are very intrinsic teachings that are going to change your life. It's not the perfect job that's going to change your life. It's not the winning the lottery that's going to change your life. It's not the new car. It's not the new house. Those things are great to enjoy. It's the intrinsic things behind that will add energy, power, harmony, that is then going to translate into positivity and those other things to be added unto you. So yeah, I hope that makes sense, and I hope I've ticked all the boxes. I hope that's given you some high level spiritual applications, but also some real world worldly applications that you can do in your relationships, in work, in every single scenario. Catch yourself judging, don't judge yourself, become aware, allow it to dissipate, allow life to flow, and go out there, experience for yourself, and you can verify it. Don't take my word for it. And let me know what your thoughts are. Like, share, subscribe if you find value, and we'll check you on the next one.